Hey everybody, welcome to this little video about PHPMyAdmin. I will try to show you how what PHPMyAdmin is and what we can use it to. I have installed XAMPP on my computer and we have this up and running here, and we are seeing the dashboard right now, and we can find PHPMyAdmin up here. So let's try to click that. When we access it, we can see that this is a tool to manage databases, and we have some databases over here. We have some settings about the database server in the right side and the web server, and we have a lot of tools up here: databases, SQL, export, import, user accounts. There are some buttons up here as well. And we can go to this home page by clicking up here and go to some help, among other things. If I want to create a new database, I can click up here, and let's say that we want to create a database called testDB. Type that in here, press create. So now we have testDB over here. And we can see that there are no tables inside the database, so it is empty right now. We can create a table. Let's try to create a users table. Oh, maybe I should show that first. Yes, you can type in how many columns you want for this particular table. I think 4 will be okay right now. So we will press go, and then we get a new window here. Here you can see that we need to define the 4 columns that we decided before. We have a lot of choices here. We have the name and type, a lot of options here. First of all, when you have a table, it is important that you have a primary key. A primary key ensures that you can find each row in the table, and it needs to be unique. One way to create a primary key is to make what we call an auto increment column, and this is just a plain number column. You can see we can choose int for integer as a number, and over here we can select AI for auto increment. When we click that, a new window will pop up and we can select go. We don't need to make any changes here. So we can see now that the database system PHPMyAdmin has detected that we use ID as the primary key. So this is very good. So we have ID. The next one for a typical users table could be a user name, perhaps. And now this would be a bad choice to choose integer, because a username usually contains normal characters, text. And there are many different data types that we can choose. And one of the most used ones are varchar, which is a variable string of characters. So they can have a variable length, and thereby they can be optimized in size. So we will choose varchar, and now we need to provide a length. Let's put 30 in there. Yeah, that seems okay. And usually you have a password. This should also be a variable character. Let's say 30. And let's take email as the last one. Also a varchar. And we need to put a bigger number in here, because you can have an email that takes up more space. So let's put 100. This seems to be okay. We have a primary key. We have 3 other columns here that are variable characters. Alright, then you need to press save up here. Okay, so now we can see we have our test database over here. We have our newly created table, users, and if we click the plus sign, we can look at the columns. See, email, ID, password, and username, sorted alphabetically. Right now, there are no rows in the structure in the table. In the next video, I will show you how you can input values and make some test data for your table. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.